All right, hi again, everyone. I'm Richard Santos with the Land and Living team at Keller Williams Upstate New York Properties. Today we're checking out this 12.77 acre land parcel on Chandas Way in Otego, New York. So I'll end up doing what I almost always do with these land parcels. I'm going to overlay some maps to show you some context, and then I'm going to walk kind of a perimeter walk and I'll show you the features of this one. But as a summary, the road that you're seeing me on is the Chandas Way. This is a private road and there's no maintenance agreement or winter maintenance at all. It's a dirt road, but it's actually in pretty good condition and very drivable. There are some sections of the road in the beginning before you get to this parcel where it's a little bit steep, but nothing that any kind of normal all-wheel drive or decent SUV these days couldn't handle in most conditions anyway. And then this road comes all the way up. It hits the northern boundary of the parcel, which is a straight line, and then it also crosses through the parcel. So the road is a private right-of-way road, and it does allow the other parcel owners to get access to their parcels as well. The private road cuts through sort of the middle of the parcel, and then it splits into a kind of a T-type intersection where it branches off. And then where I am now, it kind of serves as the back line of the property. So like what you're seeing behind me is essentially the perimeter loop. So where I'm going now is to the most northwest extreme corner. And that's probably, if it were me, that's probably where I would set up my little spot. There's enough space certainly for a parking area, put in a little parking pad for an RV or a camper, or for a small house, tiny house, that kind of thing. So you have privacy for sure. This would make a fantastic recreational parcel if you're looking for a spot for hunting, set up some quad trails, all that kind of thing. What we don't have up here is grid power. There is power for the first couple hundred feet of this roadway, but then it ends at the last kind of residential site, and then it goes up into these more off-grid properties. So right now I am basically on the far west lot line, and I don't know how well you can see it, but there's some pink flagging tape right through there. That's the property corner on that side. So I'm almost right on the west line. There's this little mini meadow and a side quad road that comes off of Chandas Way. So this little quad road right here takes you in from Chandas Way. You can get into here, and then it kind of loops across here in this little square on the west side of the west loop of Chandas Way. Like, this property has a nice mix. There are some large trees on the property that would make for some decent logging income if one was so inclined. But there's also a fair amount of like things like this, these younger saplings and a little bit of undergrowth. But this is great area for game. And then as we speak, we are on the survey pin for this southwest corner of the property. So this is now headed almost straight north. This would take you eventually down out Chandas Way to the town road at the bottom. This is where that Y is. So this to the left, the land right here is our parcel that we're selling. And then there's a couple of private parcels that are about 5 acres inside that go lengthwise like that off of here. This one has a little blue cabin on it. That's a pretty good template for what could be done up here. So let's take this side branch down, and then we'll cut through the woods. We'll hit that northern line, and we'll come back to our starting place. All right, so I've come down that little eastern side branch. So this is a little, like, it's kind of a looped like drive, right? It's like a little turnaround. So you could just clear a couple of branches and easily have a drivable loop on this side. Again, this is a right-of-way for not just your property. It's a right-of-way for those two properties there, as well as your lot up there. Okay, so right now I'm facing east-ish. As I pan here, we're looking north. This pink flagging tape right in the tree here marks the northern boundary of the property. So again, most of it's behind me, and then I'm gonna continue on this way, headed west to meet where I started the entire loop. So most of all of this that we're seeing again is that kind of the middle. Do I want to call it the middle? I think I'll call it the middle section, as the Chandas Way loops kind of around from south looking to westward, and then it'll actually continue looping so that it ends up being a little bit north looking on that far side. It's pretty uniform up here. Like honestly, this is what you get. You get a mix of tree types, saplings, deadfall, nice mature timber in spots, awesome kind of consistent green canopy during the spring summer seasons, and then seasonally this will obviously be a lot more easy to see through. But I'm seeing tons of game sign back here, and I've been hanging out for a while, and it's pretty incredibly quiet. Pretty nice. As always, I want to say thank you very much for tagging along with me for this real estate recon. If you're interested in this 12.77 acre parcel on Chandas Way, give me a call or an email. Richard Santos, 607-222-6867, richardsantos@kw.com. And as always, of course, please like the video, subscribe, and come back for more content, for more listings, more walkthroughs, and more general real estate content. For the Land and Living team, I'm Richard Santos. Take care.